welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, at Fiat Freak. So I'm down here at Corse right now. Bob's in the back, he's working on a customer's car, but I just happened to meet up with probably one of the coolest people and one of the coolest cars in Southwest Florida, easy. Like, this guy's awesome. He's really fluent, he understands everything about these cars, he knows what needs to be done, but more importantly, he does something really cool with his. So this is possibly one of the very few I've ever seen and actually like. So right here we have the mighty Mouseball. So as you can see, this is no standard Abarth. Now if you look at my car, there's some obvious differences between the two. Most notably is the front end. So he has successfully done a legit Series 4 front bumper swap. Now, me personally, I don't fully like how these look. I think the not the intercooler, but the grille itself is just honestly too large and it looks like a really cheeky grin, but this looks amazing. The little gold accents he has to go with the gold on the rest of the car, along with getting the lights, especially the fog lights down on the bottom. Once everything's in place, everything will look amazing on this car. Now, a really impressive feature about this car is this hand-painted hood. This hand-painted hood looks amazing. He does all of the paint, everything himself. He's an extremely talented person. And he did this custom Scorpion cutout, which actually goes straight into the engine bay. There's the battery right down there. And that works really nice. That pulls a lot of the heat out as much as we need, especially on these types of cars, because they heat soak really, really badly. But another really impressive feature is just the interior. If you see, he's got a custom shift knob that goes with Mouseball. It looks amazing. He did all of that himself. I mean, the interior looks amazing. He has, you can't really see it, but he has a Starlight headliner, which I think he's gonna, he'll turn it on and we can have a quick look. It might be hard to see because of daylight, but there you go. Super custom piece. It's actually really, really cool. You don't see a lot of people that do these just because of the time it takes to go through, run each line, cut it, hook up all the lights and everything. But that's just a really super cool addition.
Yeah, plus me and my girlfriend dyed the interior. We did the grab handle right here has the actual hearts in red. So all this stuff is trimmed exactly like the pop headrest, including the backside where, you know, if you look at this, it stops halfway short where it goes from black to red. But if you actually were to pull the seat forward, you can see that there's a black cubby back there. So let me go ahead and I'll bear it with that, so that way you can get a nice shot of that. But right in there, you can see how it's all color coded and everything. The seat, the back headrests are actually from a 500 pop, a 2019 model. You know, so the center console's done the same way with the hash marks, the Abarth hash marks that are pretty much famous. They're what a lot of people in the, you know, culture call the train tracks. I mean, I'm sorry, my car is usually very, very clean on the inside, but I wanted to make sure I met up with Eric, and you know, but I also have the slush mats, the Abarth slush mats that come from the factory right here. So you got the Abarth slush mats front and back, and I also got the first prototype shift gate. That I'll be the first Abarth with a prototype shift gate that not a lot of Abarths are going to have, because it's very hard to make an actual Italian shift gate for these cars because of how close the gates are.
But overall, I mean, just the exterior looks fantastic. He has this really, really nice exhaust, which isn't factory tips or anything like that, but it looks way better than the factory ones, especially that kind of plastic looking heat shield does not look the best. But I mean, his whole setup, he's got a great running theme, which is something I truly get inspired by, because with Copperhead we have a big running theme that we will be doing. So this car is very, very, very cool. But one of the main reasons that we came to meet up was, as you can see, I'm missing my front emblem. I'm actually missing my rear, but he just happened to have a spare emblem that we can then take a base off of, so that way I can make our custom Copperhead logo on the front. So this is the full the full emblem, and it actually looks really nice. It's similar to the dark gray that's going to be coming on the car very shortly, and it will look super, super nice.
Actually, Eric, these badges are actually from a 695 by Posto because they are matte gray. The overlay can be changed. Actually, the overlay on Mouseball is custom. It's got actually Mouseball right on the overlay in gold and black, and it still says Abarth. So the front and back are done pretty much the same, and the handles are going to be changed out for black chrome handles. Got the heat tape on the inside of the hood for obviously all the thermal problems that these cars have. PTP turbo blanket, Bonalume blow-off valve, which sounds amazing when it pops off. And we're going to be moving this to the cowl. We're going to be making our own Holy Cow, completely custom intake without having to worry about calling ATE and waiting for months for them to get us one. So we're going to be making a lot of our own stuff, especially a front diffuser for the car, and we're going to be doing brake cooling ducts, which are going to be a first for these cars. Plus our DRLs are also going to be custom. They're going to be ribbon style DRLs. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff for this car coming down the pipeline. Not to mention that our other Fiat 500, which is a pop, which we want to make the fastest pop naturally aspirated if we can possibly pull that off.
But he has an incredible car. He has his other pop, Merrill, which he is currently working on, which absolutely looks fantastic. I'll let him talk about the color, but he has a good video about kind of what he plans on doing. So he is the Motoring with Mouseball, so that is his YouTube name. So go check him out, give him a subscribe, click the button, turn that little bell on. All right, guys. So it's actually the next day. Me and Jason went out and we had a little fun. We ran around a little bit in the cars. We went and had some food, but unfortunately, I really can't record and drive, especially because we were driving pretty darn fast. But I do just want to quickly kind of go over what kind of happened yesterday and really the reason why I met up with him. So one of the big reasons was I was getting new badges. Now, it wasn't that there was anything wrong with the badges that I had on Copperhead to begin with. It's just for what I wanted to do, I needed a base Abarth badge. Now, for those of you who own an Abarth, and you're probably looking at me going, really? You're going to try to up-badge your turbo into an Abarth? That's not what's happening at all. So I'm actually going to be making a custom badge that's going to go into this Abarth emblem section. So it's going to be an Abarth front fascia, but it's not going to be an Abarth emblem. So no, I'm not trying to up-badge my turbo to make it seem like it's an Abarth. So I needed a good base, but I also love the fact that these are actually by Posto gray, off of a 695, which I love because this car is going to be getting some gray accents on it, just because I think it will go really, really well. Yes, black will go well, but black goes with any color, so I think gray and this copper color will go really, really well together. On the topic of black, however, I did receive a package about 2 weeks ago, and I did want to show you guys. I just really didn't think it would be good on a standalone video, so I figured I'd just incorporate it into this one, and that is the new wheels. So I spent a while researching and figuring out what I really wanted to do, and I needed something that would go well with the car, but also give me a performance aspect, because whether you know it or not, these factory wheels are 25.5 pounds. 25.5 on 4 corners, that's over 100 pounds. So 100 pounds alone just on wheels, not even tires, that's pretty darn heavy. So I knew I needed something that was going to be a lot lighter and also just a little bit better. So I decided to go with these. These are my Enkei EDR9s. And as you can see, it is a 9-spoke. It is very similar to an Abarth wheel, except the Abarth wheel has a 12-spoke, whereas this is 9. These are a 17x7 plus 38 offset. And the tires I have on them are the Hankook Ventus V2 Concept 2s. So it's a really grippy tire, but it's a tire that doesn't wear down very, very easily. So it's kind of that all-season performance tire, because to be completely honest, I don't really have changes of seasons down here in Florida. But These wheels alone, just the wheels, no tires, are 16 pounds each. That's a saving of 9 pounds on each wheel. That's amazing. That's really, really good. So 9 pounds on each wheel, it's 46 pounds, 45 pounds. Overall, that's really, really good. Especially when I tend to throw more power at the car, it needs to be able to move a little bit quicker. So these are going to be the new wheels going on. I am waiting for an adapter plate to be able to put them on the car because it is a bolt pattern change. I'm a 4x98 and this is a 4x100. So I didn't feel comfortable doing wobble bolts, especially because I don't completely trust that concept. But I am getting adapter plates, which basically take the hub of the car, the hub of the wheel, and create a plate that goes in the middle, similar to how a spacer works. So that's kind of what's been going on. I mean, I have a couple other projects that are in the works. I'm just waiting for just necessarily the time, and also just making sure I get all the products that I want in order to put them on this car. So that just about wraps up today's video. I put my new media mod on my GoPro, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better. I forgot it yesterday, so I know there's going to probably be some wind noise there, but hopefully now that I have it on there, you guys can kind of hear me better. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Like I said before, go check out Mouseball's channel because he's got tons and tons of videos, and it goes really in depth to his Abarth that he has and what he's been doing with it, because he's done a whole lot of custom stuff, hand done stuff. That entire car, he's probably repainted it 4 or 5 times, just the same color, because he wants everything to look good. So go check him out. Also, if you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, click on the bell, give the video a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.